Okay, so I gotta do this again, but real quick. So I just got press release from the DoD, and what it said was they just sent to Saudi Arabia 3,000 additional troops, 13,000 this month to Central Command over there, as well as so there's two fighter wing squadrons, two fighter squadrons, one air expeditionary. I can never say that word, but air expeditionary wing, AEW. That's more for the low altitude missile defense system. So if they're trying to if Iran, let's say, tries to put a missile into, and this is going to Saudi Arabia, all this equipment. We're not selling it. No, it's our equipment going there to. I think it's the first. It's like they're lining up. It's like you ever play Risk. I'm trying to put in like certain terms everyone can understand. They're putting all the forces where they need to be, and especially the defense systems. Not only the two batteries, but they also have two of the THAAD systems, which is more for like high altitude. So like a nuke at a very high altitude, they'll shoot that nuke down, and or they could just come watch this stream, because the other one I want to confirm because it was two Patriot defense systems as well as two of the THAAD defense systems, and the Patriot ones are for more like lower missiles, whereas extremely high altitude missiles would be shot down by the THAAD system, the THAAD. And this is all just going down. The press release just went out from the DoD and the Secretary of Defense, Mark. And so this is real. And I will put, as soon as I'm going to end this quick because I'm at work. I gotta get back to work, but I'm going to put it in the description. I just wanted to get that out there. You guys, if you put on the news by now, they should have it. But they had just sent out the release. I got it quick and just wanted to report it. So, yeah. All right. So thank you. And I think that's exactly what we're seeing. And I think it's obviously we always knew it was going to be us, Saudi Arabia, Israel, Jordan. That would be us in that area. You know where else it says that? That those are the same countries will align. Like, well, they don't say U.S., but uh, if basically every country, as far as the Middle Eastern countries, as far as the Bible predicts exactly how it's lining up right now, which is very interesting. And the only one that didn't really make sense the whole time was Turkey until just recently. From if you watched the last video when I was talking about Turkey, so that's what's going on. It's kind of scary, but all I can say is get right with God. If you're someone like Snaps, I don't know, man. Just people, just seriously, just get right with God. This could be it. This is when we start moving, and I said this when the Strait of Hormuz, when we start talking about the Strait of Hormuz, we know that it's about to get real, because that's the people go to war over oil. What do you think they're gonna do over the strait where the oil comes through? And then all of a sudden, when oil tankers start getting intercepted, well, what do you think they're gonna do for the oil tankers? And then oil refineries start getting hit, and then it just keeps snowballing. And we've been preparing. October weekend. So I did the other video about 10 minutes, or probably like 25 to a half hour ago, 25 minutes to a half hour ago. So this press release went out. 3,000 troops. That's just this month, and I mean like so far in October, and 13,000 to Central Command, which is a different story. They're probably talking about Bahrain. Um, at least for the cryptos, that's where we would go. So it probably would be Bahrain, which is actually it might have changed by now. Maybe it's different now. But back 01 to 04 would be Bahrain, I believe, for intelligence. But anyways, it's going to get very interesting. For you, those of you just joining us, we just sent to Saudi Arabia. This came out in a press release from the DoD, in particular, the Department of Defense, Mark Esper, pretty sure. And I sent over 2 fighter squadrons, one AEW, Air Expeditionary Wing, 2 Patriot batteries, and 2 of the THAAD systems. Now, the difference between the Patriot, this for defense, you can, it, so the THAAD, with the way what makes them different is they're for high altitude. So let's say like Iran wants to like shoot a nuke at a high altitude. That would be perfect for that. Um, they don't have that capability. But I'm just for example. Whereas the Patriot batteries, those can be used offensively. It's kind of a different situation with that. Um, that's more an offensive weapon. Um, Trying to think. And then, outside of that equipment, it would be 3,000 troops in October so far, and 13,000 altogether to Central Command. Now, 13,000, that could be a lot. It's a lot of intelligence officials, serious pieces of equipment, very serious. And, they are capable of a lot, and they take a lot of manpower to run and upkeep, and it's just, there's a lot more to it. And plus, you'll have a bunch of intelligence down there. You have all kinds of guys needed at the Central Command. I said before Bahrain. Not sure if that's the case. I don't want to put out anything false information. I know that, like in a situation like this, like for intelligence, Bahrain as a crypto, I would go '01 to '04. Things might be different now. Show you kind of what's going on over there. So, anyways, yeah. And the craziest part is when you look at who's going to end up being on our side in the Middle East and who's against us. The people that are on our side and the people against us, including Russia, by the way, are exactly what it says in the Bible, which is unbelievable. I mean, read your Bible, it'll say that they're older names, like Persia would be Iran, Mesopotamia is Iraq, although that's more so, they're more so irrelevant. All right, guys, thank you so much. And Red Pill News Dispensary, signing out. Just go back and I messed it up trying to. I forgot about the Patriot batteries. So the Patriot batteries are for offensive, and the THAAD system, that's for high altitude, like defense. So, be very interesting. Scary too.